Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up.
After divorcing her polygamous ex-husband, Sister Wives actress Christine Brown has undergone significant transformation. She recently posted pictures of herself before and after dating Kody Brown, and she appears to be a lot happier now. The 52-year-old Christine was Kody's third wife. He would later wed a fourth. Despite coming from a polygamous background, she disliked sharing a husband. Christine met and married David Woolley shortly after ending her multiple marriages, and she has never looked back. Since she met David, the mother of 6 has matured. The courtship between Christine and David was a feature of Sister Wives season 19. When she came out of her cocoon, she resembled a butterfly. She just posted pictures of herself before and after splitting with Kody, and it's obvious that she's happier today. Kody's wife, who was always the most envious, was Christine. The Sister Wives season 19 star desired to be with her hubby, since she was a romantic. Christine disliked being a third wife, despite having grown up in a polygamous household. It was even more difficult for Christine to be in a relationship with Kody because he seemed to prefer Robyn Brown, his 45-year-old fourth and youngest wife. Christine ended the marriage because she had felt abandoned for too long. Soon after, Kody's first wife, Mary Brown, and second wife, Janelle Brown, also left him. Christine was taking a tremendous risk by leaving Kody. The cosmos rewarded her courage shortly after she left. In October 2023, the Sister Wives season 19 star married David. Christine finally has the life and marriage she has always desired, and she and David are monogamous. Together, she and her spouse remodel Arabs, ride motorcycles, and get matching tattoos. Even a tell-all written by Christine is up for pre-sale right now. Recently, Christine shared some quite instructive images on Instagram. Photographs of Christine taken before and after her separation from Kody are included. The Sister Wives star appears happy in the after pictures, but sad in all of the pre-divorce pictures. With the message, "Life is too short not to make it your best one," Christine writes. It was best for Christine to leave Kody. Gwendolyn, the Sister Wives actor, recently discussed how she ended up in an awkward situation at school because of her teacher's obsession with Kody Brown. Yes, you read correctly. One of her instructors got uncomfortable with her father, so the star child had to change classrooms. Gwendolyn remarked that she felt really worried about the strange behavior she had seen. She then revealed some startling facts, scaring the audience. Is this accurate? What's the point of this? To find out more about this controversy, keep reading. Sister Wives. Is there no communication between Kody and Gwen? What took place? Gwen, star of Sister Wives, is well known for being candid about her tumultuous family relationships. Numerous times, the well-known youngster has discussed her difficult connection with Kody. The famous person publicly asserted that Kody had a completely different side for Robyn's kids and that they ignored her. Gwen also reprimanded Kody for allegedly purchasing Robyn with all of his ex-partner's money. The grandpa spends a lot of money, she said. That's not all, though. According to Gwen, Mary had to deal with Kody's toxic side while her father ignored and rejected her stepmother. Viewers question whether Gwen and Kody are on speaking terms in light of all of these revelations. Gwen claims that her teacher was completely smitten with Sister Wives Kody.
Why?
Gwen reviews her family program on her YouTube channel. As a result, she saw Joy Behar pleading with her father, "Can I be the fifth wife?" when examining Sister Wives season 2. When Kody began to feel uncomfortable, Christine said, She was reminded by this experience of the days when women genuinely desired her father. Other women wanted to date Kody, thus this was a serious problem, according to Gwen. She claimed that she had to change schools to avoid a lecturer who was so creepy about Kody. Yes, you read correctly. The famous teacher used to spend nearly the whole class gossiping about the Browns, the star child disclosed. Gwen was understandably uneasy. According to Gwen, the teacher said she loved her family. She ultimately decided that this was a little creepy, so she changed classes. The audience was taken aback by this and questioned whether it was real. Some people speculate that women are approaching Kody because they want to be on the show. Kody had already acknowledged being a naughty boy in college before all of this. The celebrity described his relationship as devastating and heartbreaking after losing his virginity while in college. Therefore, before Kody became toxic, women's perceptions of him were probably very different. What are your thoughts? Please share your thoughts in the comment section. Sister Wives star Tony Padrone and his wife, Michael T. Brown Padrone, talked about Meri Brown in their most recent video. But what Tony compared Meri to was a little unclear to his wife and admirers. The TLC series is still in the middle of its mid-season break. Nevertheless, this week Tony and Michael T. filmed a live conversation and posted the video to their Patreon page. Tony Padrone and Michael T. Brown are sister wives. Talk about Meri Brown. Michael T. Brown Padrone is the daughter of sister wives patriarch Kody Brown and Christine Brown. In the last video that the couple uploaded, she tried to refute her husband, Tony Padrone, but he continued to compare her to Meri. The example was probably not the best, even if you grasped his argument somewhat. In the first place, Meri Brown is not Michael T.'s favorite other mother. Meri and her husband had already seen the movie of an early episode when Meri was experiencing infertility issues. They talked about how Robyn Brown conceived a child using one of Meri's eggs that Kody had fertilized. Michael T. believed Meri was unsure about having any more children at the time the episode was filmed. Tony and Michael T. think Meri changed when she turned down Robyn's invitation to have any more kids. Michael T. and Tony see Meri's anger. According to Michael T., instead of becoming a more loving sister wives, another mother, to her many siblings and half-siblings, Meri seemed to unleash her frustration on them. Perhaps this explains why some of the kids, like Maddie Brown Brush and Peyton Brown, have made negative comments about Meri since they were young. Peyton once said that it was dangerous for the children to be around Meri Brown after Maddie's post about living with a monster, which fans thought was about Meri Brown, went popular online. Tony Padrone tried to clarify the circumstances, but instead of talking about specific people, he compared Meri's reproductive problems to losing a puppy. Oh no! Sister wives. Michael T. squirms while Tony discusses dogs. Tony and Michael T. discuss Meri's reluctance to have another child while watching her on the previous Sister Wives show. Then Tony shares an odd thought. Tony went on, "It's like having a dog and it dies." He continues by drawing a comparison between Meri's sorrow if she attempted IVF and it failed, and his dog analogies. According to Tony Padrone, this is comparable to the sadness experienced after losing a dog. According to him, people may not want a new dog because of the pain they feel after a dog dies. According to Tony, some people refuse to buy another dog because they don't want to go through it again. It appears that he thinks Meri is experiencing this in this episode. But instead of obtaining a puppy, he suggests that Meri is afraid of trying for a child and failing. It's time to make things more seamless. Michael D. tells Tony that she knows he's trying to be incredibly nice, but you just compared having a puppy to being pregnant. In response, Tony says, yes, he is doing that. Therefore, he goes on, every happy moment you spend with a dog is valuable, even if you know that they will eventually pass away. He also thinks Meri should have been content enough with her first child to attempt a second. He insists that she ought to have tried, even if it fails and she suffers as a result. Tony thinks it's worth a try because of how content she was with her first child. Then Michael T. tells Tony that she would rather have a pet than get pregnant again. Then they continued. Michael T. brought up Meri's reproductive problems in an effort to distract Tony from the dog connection. As his fans have suggested, Tony once again shows that he talks without thinking through the consequences, as evidenced by his decision to toss Meri Brown to the dogs. Robyn Brown seems to set Meri Brown up for disgrace on the TLC show the following week, and Meri gets embarrassed in a scenario on Sister Wives. Robyn's supporters were enraged by her adoption of what some saw as a dishonest strategy. She played one on her co-wife in the most recent episodes. But it looks like Sunday's broadcast will be the culmination of everything. How can Robyn Brown say she is Meri Brown's sister wife and friend? In past seasons, Meri Brown called her co-wife Robyn Brown her best friend. But that stopped. After a few years, the first wife refers to Jen Sullivan as her best friend. Jen appears in a few episodes of Sister Wives this season. While Jen obviously has Robyn's back, fans can see that Robyn does not. As of this season, Meri Brown isn't given up on the notion of getting back together with Kody Brown. But in the next Sister Wives episode, it seems like everything may go wrong for her. Because Kody says such horrible things when it occurs, fans think this show has gone too far. According to footage taken by Sister Wives cameras, Robyn seemed to be seducing Meri with false hope about their shared husband. Robyn Brown told her that Kody usually includes her in discussions about building on Coyote Pass. Robyn tried to reassure Meri that she was a part of his plan for their time together on the farm. Meri had major misgivings about this, but she listened. In the next Sister Wives episode, it seems that she moves beyond that impractical hope. In the previously mentioned video, Meri reassures Kody that she is sure he can love her. He has loved her before, she said, and she isn't giving up because she thinks he can love her again. But Kody lets the first wife know that he can't be the person she wants him to be. Most individuals thought that signified a romantically interested husband. But what do you expect from a dad who calls his kids and their moms jerks on public television? He said he didn't want to talk to or get in touch with his kids. His words, "All of you are just kind of jerks," were spot on. "I don't want to be around you because I'm tired of you." Kody seems to have given up on his plan to deepen his affection. Every Sister Wives episode began with his math problem for more than a decade. He believed that rather than being split, love should be multiplied. But these days, Kody seems to have progressed to division. Sister Wives, abhorrent to witness. Telling Kody that he had once loved her and hinting that he might love her again was harsh in this Sister Wives teaser. Especially when he replies that he can't be what she wants him to be. Viewers found it hard to watch Meri seem embarrassed by telling Kody this. However, a lot of people blame Robyn Brown for forcing her to talk to their shared husband. Has Meri recently laughed? Again, because these snippets are edited, you cannot be sure what happens in between scenes in the Sister Wives teaser above. However, Meri Brown's next statement is surprising. It sounds like she's making fun of Robyn Brown. In response, Meri says that she has been alone for years and that it is unfair. Then you see Robyn's breakdown, which fans wonder if it's real. Meri Brown then seems to end her ties with Robyn and Kody Brown in the scenario that follows. Robyn bursts into tears. She continues by saying that this is not what she wanted. But it wasn't Robyn who was turned away. Because she is making this about herself, fans are appalled. Robyn Brown set Meri Brown up for failure, according to comments made by a number of viewers. On last week's Sister Wives, Robyn Brown seemed to give Meri Brown false hope. Meri finds herself in a humiliating situation in the next episode, which appears to be the result of Robyn giving her false hope. She seemed to have heeded her co-wife's advice and given Kody her whole attention. And when Meri Brown did this on the TLC series the following week, he didn't appear all that happy. Sister Wives, Christine Brown is so much happier since leaving Kody Brown and marrying David Woolley. Her photos before and after Kody prove it. Introduction. If you've been following Sister Wives, you know the drama surrounding Christine Brown's split from Kody Brown has been front and center. But what's truly shocking is just how much happier Christine looks since leaving Kody and marrying David Woolley. Her transformation is undeniable, and her photos before and after the split speak volumes. Could it be that Christine has finally found true happiness? And did Kody's control over her really stifle her potential? In this article, we'll break down every shocking detail, every powerful image, and reveal exactly why Christine's decision to move on was the best thing for her. Get ready to be stunned by Christine's journey. It's a story of empowerment, love, and incredible change that proves you can overcome the toughest challenges and come out on top. The photos don't lie. Christine is flourishing, and we're here to show you why. Chapter 1. The strain of Kody's control. How Christine was slowly drained. Christine Brown's journey on Sister Wives was full of ups and downs, but one thing was clear. She was often living in the shadow of Kody Brown's manipulative behavior. Their tumultuous relationship was a battle of wills, with Kody's rigid control over the family dynamic wearing Christine down. For years, Fans watched as Christine struggled to find her voice in a polygamous marriage where she constantly felt like she was second to Kody's other wives, especially Robyn Brown. Christine often found herself sacrificing her own needs and desires to keep the peace in the family, all while enduring emotional neglect. But the true breaking point came when Christine realized that her happiness was something she could no longer compromise on. In a series of dramatic moments on Sister Wives, viewers saw Christine slowly grow more distant, and her frustration with Kody reached its peak. She was no longer the happy, radiant woman we once saw. Instead, she looked exhausted, defeated, and as if the weight of the world was on her shoulders. Her photos during this period showed a woman clearly struggling, both emotionally and physically. Fans couldn't help but wonder, how much longer could Christine put up with this? Chapter 2. The Turning Point. Christine's decision to leave Kody and start a new life. Christine's breakthrough moment came when she finally made the decision to leave Kody for good. After years of trying to make her marriage work, Christine realized that she deserved more. She deserved love, respect, and most importantly, freedom. Her decision to leave Kody was a game changer, and it shocked the Sister Wives world. Christine's photos during this time were a mix of sadness and relief. It was clear that leaving Kody wasn't easy for her, but she also looked lighter, freer, and ready to embrace a new chapter in her life. Her strength and bravery became even more apparent as she faced the reality of leaving her family dynamic behind. As she packed up her things and prepared to move on, fans couldn't help but notice the subtle shift in her demeanor. Christine was stepping into her own power, and it was evident in the way she carried herself. No longer would she allow Kody's manipulative control to define her life. She was ready to take charge of her own happiness. Chapter 3. Enter David Woolley, the man who would change everything for Christine. When Christine introduced David Woolley to the world, it felt like a breath of fresh air. Finally, Christine was with a man who truly saw her, appreciated her, and made her feel loved in ways Kody never could. The contrast between her past and present was stark, and fans immediately noticed how much happier Christine seemed in the photos with David. David, a successful businessman, quickly became Christine's rock. Their chemistry was undeniable, and the way David treated Christine was a far cry from the emotional neglect she had endured with Kody. In David's eyes, Christine was more than enough. She was his queen. And the photos of the two of them together were proof that Christine had finally found someone who valued her for who she truly was. Christine's new relationship marked a major turning point in her life, and the images of her with David speak volumes. Gone was the woman who looked drained and worn out in her photos with Kody. Instead, Christine radiated joy, confidence, and love. It was as if a weight had been lifted from her shoulders, and she could finally breathe again. Chapter 4. The Before and After. Christine's stunning transformation in photos. When you compare photos of Christine from her time with Kody to her recent pictures with David, the difference is staggering. It's not just about her physical appearance, although there's no denying she looks more vibrant than ever before. The true transformation is seen in her smile, her posture, and the light in her eyes. Christine's before photos, taken during her time in the polygamous marriage, show a woman weighed down by stress and uncertainty. She often appeared tired, frazzled, and emotionally drained. In contrast, the after photos with David reveal a woman who has rediscovered herself. Her confidence is shining through in every picture, and she looks like someone who is truly at peace with her life. The shift is remarkable, and it's clear that Christine's decision to leave Kody and marry David Woolley was life-changing in the best way possible. Chapter 5. The Impact on Her Kids, a New Family Dynamic and What It Means for Christine's Children. One of the most heartwarming aspects of Christine's new life with David is how her children have embraced the change. Christine's kids, many of whom were living with her during the divorce, have also benefited from her newfound happiness. The family dynamic has shifted, and the positive energy surrounding Christine and her children is palpable. Christine's daughters, in particular, have flourished under the new family structure. No longer witnessing the toxic environment of their mother's marriage to Kody, They are now seeing her live her best life with someone who truly supports her. It's clear that Christine's decision to leave Kody wasn't just for her own happiness. It was also about creating a healthier, more loving environment for her children. Fans have noticed that Christine's children are more confident, joyful, and at ease. They're happy to see their mother in a relationship where she is cherished and respected, and it's inspiring to watch the entire family thrive in the wake of this major life change.